Hi, my name's Sarah. I've lost over £250 and I've been maintaining that weight loss now for nearly a year and a half. I wanted to talk about how I did it, and to me, what's worked this time is getting into good habits and routines. It's not easy, but it can be done. My default when I came home from work at £435, which is 31 stone £1, was I would be tired, I'd grab some chocolate, I'd grab some crisps, and I'd wait for my takeaway to arrive. My default now is if I'm tired, I will go in the fridge, get a boiled egg, eat that while I'm microwaving something that I've already prepared. In my head, it doesn't even occur to me to get a takeaway now. I've been doing this for so long. I've been doing it for 4.5 years. So it is just purely about getting into those good habits and routines. When I first started, I decided that I was going to follow Slimming World. I followed that for 279 days continuously. I didn't have a break or a day off for 279 days. When I switched over to Weight Watchers, I did another year and a half without a day off plan. That includes Christmas and birthdays. We went out for meals, I just made sure I pointed it. That's what the good thing about Weight Watchers is for me, is that I can still have the foods that I like and the foods that I enjoy and still feel like I'm in control, because that's what I like, to feel in control of food. If I'm not, that's when I start binge eating and I go into a spiral, and that's what's happened on every previous occasion that I've done a diet before. Is I've spiraled out of control and I've not been able to stick to it after that. The fact that I stuck to Slimming World for so long and got some really good habits embedded is the thing that's helped. It's the thing that's kept me going all the way through my journey, is the fact that I've got into good habits and routines. I still have bad days now. I still have binges and I still have days off plan, but the most I can do is 2 days now. I've tried 3 and I just can't, and I will not be doing 3 days off plan again ever, because I just can't do it. I feel physically unwell when I do it. I've done it a couple of times and I just don't feel well at all. That's because my mindset has totally changed. My attitude towards food and my mindset about my diet and my health have totally turned around. Like I said, my default used to be takeaways. It's not anymore. It doesn't even occur to me to get a takeaway when I come in hungry. So that's how much my attitude has changed. It's not easy, and it's not easy changing habits, and it does take an awful long time. There are a couple of studies out there. One says it takes 21 days to change a habit and routine, and there's another that says it takes up to 66. Like I said, I've done a very long time being on plan, and that's the only thing that's ever helped. It's the only thing that's ever worked. I never thought I would get to goal, so it obviously works very well. When I did do it, I purely focused on diet. I didn't exercise at all. That didn't even occur to me, and I think that's what's also helped. It's choosing one thing to change at a time, because I think if you go about a weight loss plan or a healthy lifestyle plan and try and do too much at once, if one thing fails, it's sort of a house of cards and it all does go wrong. So it's about choosing that one thing, focus on it, targeting that. Once you've got in control of that, moving on to the next thing, which is what I did. When I got to goal, that's when I started exercising. I transferred everything that I learned around habit and routine for my diet onto my exercise, and now I exercise regularly. I don't miss a day, because I've got into those good habits and routines, and that's what I like doing. So that obviously helps a lot as well. It's not easy, and like I said, I do have bad days. I do have the odd binge, but it's about getting back on it. It's about forgiving yourself, like I've said before. I think we focus too much on the bad things, and I think it's my attitude towards my health and my weight loss now is more positive than it is negative. I always try and gain the positive from something, regardless of how hard it is to find, there's always a positive. The fact that you've lost weight previously, that you've still lost so many stone or so many pounds, is the positive, and that's what you need to focus on. It's about dragging that out and focusing purely on that, rewarding yourself when you do have good days and when you do have good weeks. Reward yourself, because you've done it. It's all you. You're the only one that can change your attitude around food, health and lifestyle. And if you're doing a good job, those bad days are few and far between. So it's all about you, and it's all about praising yourself and motivating yourself as well. So thank you for listening and tuning in. Goodbye.